Welcome to R.Y.E. Survives NYC. I am R.Y.E. and you are super duper fly for tuning into this video. What's up, you guys? I am back with another ASMR video for you. And today, chewing gum. And I was gonna try to go live on YouTube, but it was like, nah. I don't know if like my channel isn't large enough to do it, or like I don't know. If I just can't do it from my phone, maybe. But yeah, so I was like, I'll just record a video instead. I wanted to do like a story time ramble with you guys. So if you saw my other video of me like going through like my posters, I had a Big Time Rush poster, and so in this video I might be talking about Big Time Rush and 106 in Park, depending on how long the Big Time Rush part lasts. I don't know like how long, but yeah, depending on like how long it is, then I might talk about 106 in Park as well. But yeah, so yeah, like Big Time Rush. If you don't know who Big Time Rush is or was like a boy band. Like it was on Nickelodeon, and they had a show called Big Time Rush, and yeah, they were like a boy band. And I don't know, like I guess they were like a real band in real life because they had like a CD, and like I don't know if they went on like tours and things, but yeah, like me being from New York, like it was just like so easy to see people, like see celebrities and go to concerts, different events, and be able to see celebrities. So I think I was like in 12th grade, something like that, and like Big Time Rush was like the thing back then. And so me and like my friend, we went to Times Square because Big Time Rush was going to be in Times Square. So we just knew like we just had to go there pretty much, and you could be an audience to see them in Times Square. So it was outside, and they had like the stage set up and everything, and you just had to like wait on the line. So when we got there, it was a line, and we figured like, all right, we just gonna stand on the side, like on the sidewalk, because then we'll be closer to the stage. So the stage was like here, and then like they have space for the audience to stand. And so we're like, okay, they were like in the street, like they had the street. I think it was like, okay, so Times Square, like no cars pass through it, like on a certain side. Like if you're going, what side is it? Okay, Times Square kind of like bridges off in two directions. So like there's a side, I don't know if anyone, like if you've been to Times Square, the side that like one side doesn't, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but like there, like no cars was passing by. So like in the middle of the street they have like the stage set up. And so me and my friend was like, all right, that we're gonna stand on the side, like say this is the stage and this is like the sidewalk. We're gonna stand on the sidewalk because if we're standing here, at least we could be right, even though we're not facing, like say the audience is here and they can like see them right head on. If we stand here, we'll still see them, but it'd be like from a side view, but we'll still be like mad close to the stage. So we was waiting for like a good while, and people are like wondering like, what's happening over here? Like there's a stage, what's happening? So I remember like this lady was like, oh, who's performing? And we had a poster. It was like, if it wasn't that poster that I had in the other video, it was like a poster that was similar to that. So we got the poster and we showed the lady, and she said, "Oh, the Jonas Brothers." And I was just like, "No, miss, no, it's not the Jonas Brothers." But yeah, so I just remember that that random part, and then so we was waiting, and then they like started letting the people that was online go fill up the audience space. The next thing I remember is that a cop had came and was like, "Y'all can't stand here," and we were like, oh, "No way!" So we couldn't stand where like we wanted to, cause like they needed like the walkway to be clear. So we were like, all right. So we ended up standing all the way in the back. It was like we were here, we were like in the back, and then it was like the press people, then it was like the audience. So there was recording for Nickelodeon, like it's that song that's like, I had to look it up because I was like, I don't even remember what song it was, but it was like basically the performance was like their video for Nickelodeon. It was a song that's like, the city is ours, the city is ours. It was like that song. So yeah, they had like the cameras and everything. So like I said, we was all the way in the back. And then tell me why. Okay, and then while we was there, me and my friend, we ended up seeing two more of our friends, like our classmates from school. So we all kind of standing together. Tell me why it started to rain. So it started to rain, and like I said, we was in all the way back. Then it was like the press. So the press had like these yellow Nickelodeon umbrellas. I don't know if they was, I think they were Nickelodeon. I remember specifically they were yellow. They put them up, so now we're like, son, we couldn't see the stage because we're in the back. Now the umbrellas are up, we can't see nothing. And I think we had umbrellas at the time. Like, I don't remember being like soaked, but I remember like the people that was like in the front, they couldn't, I don't think they could put up their umbrellas because they were still recording, and which like that like worked out in our favor. But like I just remember like those umbrellas coming up, those yellow umbrellas, and I was just like, yo, like, dang, like we can't see nothing. And I remember Jordan Sparks was there, like she came out. I think that was like after it finished raining, like she came out. I don't think she performed with them, but like I don't know, maybe they did like an interview or something with her in the building. But yeah, and then like after that, like when it was pretty much done, that's when the security guard was like, all right, y'all can go. Like we was able to go closer, and then I remember we was like, Logan. We were like, Logan, and he kind of turned around and like gave a thumbs up, and like they were like taking pictures and stuff. And yeah, I just remember that because it was like raining OD, and like if you go, cause like I looked up the clip earlier. If you go and look up the clip, you can see like if you type in like Big Time Rush in Times Square, you can see that like it looked like, you can tell that it rained, and like the people's posters was wet. I think they gave them posters. A lot of the time when like we do like I could be wrong in this scenario, but like I've done other like been in the audience for things, and they'll give you like signs to hold up and things like that. So like you can see like in the clip that I watched, the person's poster was like soggy, like that was just so crazy. Like we thinking we had a good plan standing on the side, then we ended up all the way in the back, and then like couldn't see because of the umbrellas, and then like it started to, like it was raining, like oh my gosh, like the things we do to see celebrities. But yeah, like that was crazy. Like, but Big Time Rush used to be the jam back in the day. So So yeah, like I feel like I'll tell like a little bit of like one of the System Park story because that the Big Time Rush story was kind of quick. So like I said, being in New York is just like so like I have lotion here, so I've just been messing with it. Um, it's been like it's so like easy to like see celebrities and like do like fun events and stuff. So once I was finished with high school, like I just started going to One Assistant Park like pretty often. And if anyone doesn't know what One Assistant Park is, it was a TV show on BET that like was centered around like black culture, like black music, black celebrities, um, and by the time I left high school, Washington Park, it was Terrence and Roxy was the hosts, and like Washington Park wasn't even on Washington Park. I think it used to be on, like actually 106 and Park Avenue, but then it ended up being on like 50, what 59th and like 10th Avenue. So that was like the CBS like studios over there, and like so they had like BT and like other studios like in that building. So it was like 59th Street. So you would go like so I'll explain like the whole process of like get like going to Washington Park. So you could like get tickets online, but pretty much like they didn't really like depending on who it was, like who the celebrity was there, they did not care about tickets. So like I would go. The first time I went, it was to see. Okay, so I used to be a huge Tristan Wilds fan, and Tristan Wilds, Mac Wilds. I don't know like how you know him, but like it's the same person. Um, so Tristan Wilds, if y'all don't know who he is, he was on The Wire. He was on 90210, The Secret Life of Bees. He makes music. Um, so yeah, like I was like a huge fan of his, and I heard he was gonna be on one of the Disney parks. So I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna try to get tickets. So got tickets, and because he was in the movie Red Tails, which is about the Tuskegee Airmen, and so I knew he was gonna be there. So I was like, all right, bet. So I was like one of the first people online. I remember that, and so you go, you stand online, and like you just pretty much wait a long time. Like you're supposed to get there like super early, and I mean like you don't have to get there super early, but like of course there's like a limit of how many people can be in the studio. So you want to make sure you have your spot, and because even if you have tickets, like I mean the studio can only hold but so many people. So I remember going there and like you go from like I said, sometimes they check your ticket and sometimes they didn't even check the ticket. But you go in, they give you a wristband. Then you have to go through security. After security, you go into a waiting room. Go to the waiting room. And I remember it being cold that day. And I don't know if I was nervous to see Tristan Wilds or like what. But I remember I was like super like cold in the waiting room. And then I can't remember. Yeah, I think like okay. So then you go to the thing. I've been to like so many different studios. I can't remember how it was set up exactly, but excuse me. I think it. I don't think we had to go upstairs or take an elevator or anything. I just remember like walking and then being like in the studio, like in the studio. Like I can't even remember like yeah, I just remember like being in the studio, and then I think you had to like put your stuff like under the seat, or like either you left it in the waiting room. I can't remember. Dang, because it was a while. It's been a while. I mean, One Season Park's been off for a while, so. But yeah, um, and then like I remember like being like pretty close up. I don't even remember how like One Season Park is set up, but like it used to be like that monitor, and then it would be like this kind of like round, like where the audience would sit like around, and like Terrence and Roxy would stand like in the middle. And so like I was like in that like section, and yeah, Trisha Wiles was there, Terrence Howard, Elijah Kelly. Who else was there? I feel like someone else might have been there, but I can't remember right now. But that was like my first like One Season Park experience. And then I was like going there like so often. Whenever it would be like someone that like I wanted to see, like a celebrity that I wanted to see, like I would get tickets and go. And like I've seen Trey Songz there, Diggy. And it's so funny because like with Diggy, I remember my mom making fun of me, like because okay, when you're on, so like I will watch some of the episodes were live and some of them were taped, and so like of course like you're in the audience like, and if it's taped, I can like watch it the next day. Yeah, like I don't even know if you guys knew that sometimes it wasn't even live. Like they would tape like 2 episodes a day, and then like it'll air like the next day or something like that. So anyway, yeah, like I would see myself in the audience like on TV, and I remember seeing Diggy, and my mom was like that I was in like I guess I didn't look very enthusiastic, or maybe because like I knew I was on camera, like 'cause some people would be like, like on camera, but like I'm mad chill. So my mom was like that when I was in the audience. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That was mad funny to me. So that was like an ongoing joke with us. But I remember that specific episode. Dickie came out and like they had us standing like, cause there was like where the where the celebrity would come out. It was like a different. Sometimes it would be like a different like entrance than like Terrence and Roxy would come from. So they had us lined up where like the celebrities coming through the middle of us, and we're standing there like cheering. And so my mom was like that. I was like, whoa, whoa. But yeah, like it was so much fun, and I would go by myself. Like I don't know if I ever went with anyone. Um, I think maybe once I went with Jasmine. Oh yeah, I did once. That was when we went to see Trey Songz. Um, when he did his Chapter 5 album, me and Jasmine went, and they gave out CDs. Like that was like mad fun. Like they like depending on the celebrity and like what they were like advertising. Like if they had a CD coming out, like you would get CDs. I got tickets to see Little Kim one time. I think the concert was like in Brooklyn or like in the Bronx or something like that. Like free tickets to see Little Kim, CDs, T-shirts. Like they would give out merch. It was like mad fun. And I remember this one time, like I went with my cousin Kayla, and Kayla was dumb young at the time. I think she probably was like 12 at the time, but I was like, if she was 12, then I had to be like 21. I had to be like 20, and so like you have to be a certain age in order to get into Wilson Park. And was she that young? I think she was. Yeah, she had to have been like at least 12. And but Miley's Behavior was there, and she was like a super big like Miley's Behavior fan. So I'm like, all right, then we gonna go to Wilson Park, and you're gonna see Miley's Behavior. So I get there, I'm like, I'm her guardian. Like for the day, I was like, I'm old, like I'm her older cousin, and I give her permission to see to see Miley's Behavior. I think you needed like a permission slip or something if like you know you were like 16. But I'm thinking it should be fine. Like, I'm with her. Like, her mom gave her permission to go, so it should be fine. So we get there, and they were just like, no. Like, so we couldn't even go in. We couldn't go in because, like, she was too young. And I remember being, like, a lot of kids there. So I don't know if, like, I don't know if it was because of her age or, like, because I wasn't her, like, actual, like, parent. But they wasn't having it. And, yeah. What's some other Runson Park stories? I remember the last, like, they had, like, what's it called? Pre-recorded Terrence and Roxy's, like, final episode. And, like, so I was at their, like, final episode. And they had, like, these, like, big, like, poster boards of, like, different moments from their time on One Assistant Park. And I took one of them home. It, like, I have it now. I'm actually gonna get rid of it. It's like one of the things that I'm like, I'm clearing out things from my space, and like, I don't need this. So like, I will, I'll put it in the thumbnail and show you guys like the poster board. Like, it has Terrence, Roxy, Jay-Z, and Denzel Washington on the poster board, and I was like holding it up in the audience, and yeah, I took it home. They didn't say anything. Like a lot of people took home like the posters. I remember when we saw Trey Songz, like people took home those posters. So like they didn't say anything about it. And at the time I'm like, oh my gosh, I have like a piece of One Assistant Park history, and now I'm just like, all right, this can go. Like, what am I gonna do with that poster? It's like a solid like poster. It's not like a poster like a like paper poster. It's like a solid like cardboard poster, and I'm just like, I don't need this. But in the moment it was like cool to have like part of One Assistant Park history. So I'll definitely show you guys. Like I said, I think I'll put in thumbnail and show you guys the poster. But yeah, like that was some really good times of just like going there, seeing celebrities, like seeing people in person. And I remember when like one like special moment I remember seeing when we saw Trey Songz, like he went literally to everybody and like signed their CD, gave them a hug. Like I was like, yo, that's what's up. Like that was really nice. I remember like they were having like technical difficulties one time, and Terrence, he was like, you know, like, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate you guys. And like, you know, like he, cause we sitting there like, all right, what's going on? And so he came out and like, you know, spoke to the audience. Like I appreciated that, cause you know, some celebrities, they don't interact with like the fans. They only like when the cameras turn on, then it's like, you know, that's when they put on the personality. I remember they had like a prom episode, and Zendaya and Trevor Jackson was there. That was really cool. Was there any other cool people I saw? Or like any other experiences? Oh, and then like, that's when after Terrence and Roxy left, that's when Bow Wow, Shad Moss, and oh my gosh, what was her name? I I don't remember who he was with, but that's when they took over, and I went a few times when they were hosting, and I really don't remember much about that. I think at that point, like, I wasn't going as often, like, I was working or whatever. Um, so I really don't even remember much about, like, when Bow Wow was hosting. Um, but yeah, that is like my Wonder Season Park experience. I can't really think of anything else. Um, but yeah, I thought that was like a cool experience, like, because I know like a lot of people like grew up watching Wonder Season Park with like Free and AJ, and like you come home from school and you know watch that, and it was just a lit time, like a lit experience. I wish I could like figure out how I could insert a clip of like I seen, this is a different time when I seen Mac Wild's Church and Wilds. That was when his album came out and he was performing. I was like right up front. I have that clip on my Instagram, but you have to like scroll all the way down to see it. I have like this red shirt that says Mac Wilds. They gave it to us in audience, and yeah, and I recorded like I remember being at my grandma's house, and like I think it was on the episode was on demand, so we just kept on replaying it when he was his performance, and like I recorded myself like because I saw myself like right like up front, and I recorded that clip. But yeah, Trisha Wilds is married with a baby. Like, wow, life. And his baby is so cute. Oh my gosh. But yeah, um, yeah, that is my Wonder Season Park / Big Time Rush experience. If you guys want to hear any other stories of like celebrities that I've seen, celebrities that I've met, and you want to hear those stories, let me know. And or any other type of stories, just like growing up and living in New York. Like if there's anything that you're like curious about, comment down below and let me know. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Shout outs to all of the new people that are joining and like subscribing and supporting. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, help me get to my 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, I'm trying to do like different things to interact with you guys. Follow me on Instagram at R.Y.E. I think it's R.Y.E. I think it's spelled the same way as like on YouTube, but there's under cursors. I'll put the link down below. So go to my R.Y.E. Survives NYC Instagram, and like if more people join that, then I'll go live on there sometime, since like YouTube wasn't letting me go live, but I can go live on Instagram. So like if you see this and like you go on my Instagram and like comment like, hey, I'm from YouTube or something like that, then I'll know that more people are joining on Instagram, and I'll be able to hopefully go live soon and like have different ways to interact with you guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Help me get to my 1,000 subscribers, and I will see you in the next video. Later.